So I wanted to come back and talk about the fact that Methebasheph, there are certain things that you have been crippled in. You can't seem to get your hands to work on. You can't seem to, if you've seen, I actually have an injury to my hand. I have literal injuries. I injured my shoulder around to the side from a fall that I had. I injured and popped my knee when I was a teenager, and my ankle was broken. So everything on my right side has been affected to some capacity. Okay? My injuries are not visible to you. Your injury isn't particularly visible. Mephibosheth's injury was visible, but Mephibosheth was crippled. You aren't particularly crippled physically where it can be seen. You may be crippled in other areas. Your spouse is going to come in and fix that crippling in areas that is affected. But you can see their spiritual crippling from all of the trauma that they've gone through. So the real in him recognizes your crippledness in the place that they can help. You recognize their crippledness in the spiritual place that can help. The Lord showed me Addicted the film. Then he put in front of me on 2 different occasions, almost back to back to one another, that movie trailer for the movie Methebasheph. I don't know what it is on Netflix by Tyler Perry. Similarly, that this trauma, whatever the trauma was, it was a hidden thing that their spirit was attracted to because of the trauma they went through. And that is how the counterfeit was able to hold on to them. The wound. The counterfeit was using the wound. We all know about trauma bonding. That's exactly how the counterfeit was holding them. But once they came to the recognition and allowed the Lord to press them down. Remember, we just talked about the birthing process. To press them down and press out of them what needed to be pressed out of them, no matter how many rotations of being put on a potter's wheel, to press that out of them. Once that was able to be done, then that could no longer be held onto by the counterfeit. Because the spirit was trying to keep that. But you realize in every movie you've ever seen, that a person becomes released from whatever it was that they were being tormented by. The person that was using the same tactics that they used previously would no longer work. Why? Because they were now healed. And they could see clearly, oh, you're repeating the same tactic. I'm not going to fall for it again. Because now I'm healed. These counterfeits were trying to keep them from being healed. As long as they didn't get healed, they still had a hold. And now that they've been healed, it's like, it doesn't matter. That person can walk past and anyone with a spirit like it is not going to work. Because they've been delivered from their destruction. What scripture is that? Is that Psalm 102 or is that Psalm 107 and 20 or Psalm 102 and yeah, I think it's Psalm 107 and 20. I think delivered from that destruction. So they are no longer trying to harm themselves through whatever proclivity that they were using to keep that trauma wound open. They finally shut the door. Deani Neves did a word sometime last year talking about the fact of, I think it was Giving You Your Flowers Part 1. And she talked about this. Go look at it. But they've been healed. And now that they have allowed the Lord to take that part, this is what I was getting at. I've been in prayer about some things, and I was like, Lord, what is the holdup? They needed to make the decision, just like the man at the pool of Bethesda needed to allow Jesus to heal him. These men were not allowing. That was the delay. They would not allow the Lord to take that one part, that one wound that they didn't understand. Why? Because they were dealing with rebellion and they were dealing with a spirit of pride. Until they allowed the Lord to take that, they would not be able to come to you. God was saying, will you allow me to heal you? There, in that area, whatever that trauma was that they had been dealing with for 20, 25, 30, 38 years, whatever that is. Now they could be healed. Now they could be healed. What else? Is there anything else in relation to this? So through that, in you being the one that helped them spiritually, just like David said, who can I bless? He wants to bless you for your standing in the gap for helping them spiritually through this experience. That in you standing in that gap, now he's coming like David did to Methebasheph, and you're like, is he coming? Is he going to be mad? Is he going to be all right? What's going on? Is everything okay? Things been taking so long. What in the world? Methebasheph came to the throne like, oh man, this man going to kill me. Some of you been sitting up there like, are they happy that I did all this? Are they going to be all right? Are they going to be frustrated? That's why a lot of y'all have been like, I hope he's not that bad off, because if he's that bad, he might not want to be around. There, tell me, I'm telling the truth. So when they come and get you, they're gonna come and get you, and you sit there and be like, go back to the review. I've been telling y'all, go back and watch my review on Deja Vu, when the woman, she didn't believe he actually came to save her. Some of y'all, because of the trauma that you had to go through trying to save them spiritually, you like, can I trust you? Is everything good? Are you all right? Are you angry? Are you working as a double eight? What's going on? Oh my God, this took forever. Are you gonna snap? What's up? They're coming in. That when they come in, they're going to come with a level of, okay, I hear you. I see you. I'm actually here to bless you. Just like David said, I'm here to bless you, Mephibosheth. I'm going to put you up, that you will have nothing to worry about for the rest of your life. Because of what you've done for them, the gratitude they have for you saving them from whatever the issue was, that they were able to heal, whether the people that were involved in the situation, that they may have even held a alt against, that they were able to forgive these people and let it go from them, even if those people refused to talk about it and deal with it, so on and so forth. And this came to me from having watched Trust's Word the other day on healing. They needed to heal. You can no longer hold people accountable for the wounds that you already had. So you can't be mad at them for not. I remember hearing Tisha Campbell say this. You have to heal from the apology that you ain't never gonna hear. You may never hear that apology. You may never be able to fully address with the person that wouldn't listen to you. Remember all the Tyler Perry movies where what's the movie? The Family Reunion. And the sister who had been assaulted for several years, the mother never apologized for the type of trauma that she put that girl through. The most you saw was she hugged her at the end. And you remember the trauma that she went through. Some of them will never talk about it. I remember seeing a video by Stephanie P where she was talking about the fact that some will never come forth and say what they did. They may apologize at a distance, but they'll never apologize publicly for what they did. They may try to send you a gift. They may try to, but they're too coward to admit what actually happened and actually talk about that you can deal with it together. And it's not that you're holding anything against them. It's the fact that whatever it was, because I'm sure you all have went through experiences like that. Whatever that thing was, they aren't ready to deal with it. They aren't ready to talk about it. They're not ready. So they project on you instead. But when you've healed, you will no longer allow them to project, therefore putting up a boundary against them. Some of your spouses had to learn to do this with those people that did those things to them in their past in order to come to you, so that they may be healed. And then because their realness of now coming to a place that they are acting in their realness and no longer trying to operate in vanity and pride, which was fakeness, now they can come to you because they recognize the realness in you now that the blinders have been taken off of their eyes. And real recognizes the real in you. So now they understand, I'm going to bless them. Like David blessed Methebasheph, he had to take care of nothing anymore after that. He was well taken care of for the rest of his life. That's what these spouses are going to come in to do. Take good care of. And you're going to take care of them spiritually while they're going to take care of you physically. You see how that works? Your spiritual taking care of them is going to deal with that crippling that they had to deal with. While them coming in to take care of you physically is going to deal with your ailment. See how that works? Do you see how that works? So that's the word that the Lord pretty much gave to me last night. Was there anything else I need to say on this? I don't think so. So, we'll be talking soon. I don't know how often we're going to be talking, but I'll pop in every once in a while and bring y'all some what the Lord's revelation is. Oh, I'm going to probably end up doing a review on the movie Day After Tomorrow. But understand that if I do a review on that one, that's going to be one in relation to some things that the Lord gave me revelation about. So it's going to be a deep one. I have to pray about if he wants me to do it, when he wants me to, and I have to, there's another word, because I've been holding on to iRobot for a while, and with all this AI stuff that's happening, something still ain't sitting right in my spirit. And because of that, and the Lord showed me the battle of AI. So I got to dig and do some deeper research. And I probably end up having to watch iRobot again. But understand those reviews are coming. So be prepared for that. But, yeah. So there are things coming as well. There's something that is coming. There's a lot that's going to be coming up in March. That's all I'm going to say. So be prepared. Be prepared. Because we got to get what I spoke in that word. For this year, it's about action. So get ready for the action. Okay? So until next time, much love, faith, peace, and blessings to you. Bye-bye.